This movie is probably going to be my most anticipated movie of 2026. Tom Cruise may be one crazy son of a bitch, but man, can this dude act. If you're planning on seeing Tom Cruise as the Digger, it's worth knowing that it isn't another Mission Impossible or even Top Gun. It's one of the biggest creative risks of Cruise's career and has a major departure from the audience that have come to expect what he puts out over the last 20 years. I feel like it's going to really resemble a lot of his earlier work and kind of the character that he pulled out in Tropic Thunder, which is risky but was funny. Despite Tom Cruise starring in it, Digger is pretty much like a dry comedy, psychological drama, political satire, kind of character study, if you will. There are likely moments of spectacle, but the focus is on one man's ego spiraling out of control, no death-defying stunts, and from the latest trailer, it kind of reminds me of Don't Look Up with Leo on Netflix. Who is Digger Rockwell? Well, Tom Cruise plays Digger Rockwell, one of the richest and most powerful men on Earth. He owns a massive oil empire. I don't think this movie is just about him trying to prove whether he's right. I think it's them showing how delusional the character is. So let's meet the director, Alejandro G. Inarritu. If you've ever seen one of his films, here's what he's known for. Birdman, which, if you haven't seen Birdman, you need to check that out. The Revenant. That's not funny whatsoever, but The Revenant is great and won so many awards, just the cinematography alone, but the storytelling of that arc was incredible, and how he directed Leo for his first award was amazing as well. He also did Babel, which I have not seen in a minute and need to go back and watch. His directing style often features long immersive takes, morally flawed characters, a lot of dark humor, surreal moments, themes of guilt, identity, and ego. If you go in expecting a conventional blockbuster, you're probably going to be surprised. I think why this movie is going to be such a big deal is it's Tom Cruise's first major original non-franchise role since 2017's American Made. His first collaboration with this director, and it's one of his most dramatic physical transformations of his career, I personally think. Cruise has said he wanted to play a character like Digger for decades and described his role as one of the greatest acting challenges he's ever had, and I just can't imagine the lengths he goes to pull it off. Tom Cruise is known for his method acting and known for going above and beyond for even his own stunts, but even just the roles. He really gets into them, so strap in. Instead of his usual image, Cruise disappears into the role, with adding a lot of heavy extra weight, prosthetic makeup, thinning hair, a southern accent, and an older appearance, not really making him attractive. A lot of people online are already comparing this role to his role in the scene-stealing role as Les Grossman in Tropic Thunder, which I said earlier, though Digger appears to be much darker and more layered and take it even farther. For the filmmakers, this is one of the biggest movie draws. The film was shot in VistaVision, a classic large film format process that captures exceptionally high image quality and has rarely been used in modern features. I mean, it's really expensive. It's like $150 a roll, so I understand. Cinematographer Emmanuel Lubinski reunited with the director for this project, so they're a good team and they've done a lot of films together. So let's pay attention to the wide format compositions for a lot of storytelling. Long takes that all have a lot of definition and meaning in them. Simple practical lighting and camera movement, but it's going to help the comedy shift into drama. The visual scale, despite being a character-driven story, is so important here, and this director/team just knows what they're doing. Let's go over the cast. Besides Tom Cruise as the lead, the film also features Sandra Huller, John Goodman as the president, and that's awesome. He's one of my favorites. Riz Ahmed, Jesse Plemons, Michael Stuhlbarg, Sophie Wyde, Emma Darcy, and Robert John Burke. Stacked cast. Based on the trailer and the official synopsis, expect the film to explore a lot of ego-driven maniac power, corporate greed, environmental responsibility and not taking action when needed, delusion, and public image. It's going to be a lot about redemption, but not in a good way, and the danger of believing you're the hero of every story when in actuality, you're probably the villain. Much of the tension seems to come from Digger's inability to separate genuine heroism from self-importance, which is hilarious. What audience has been saying so far online when I did a little research, although only trailers and previews have been released, one thing has stood out in early online reactions, it seems, and it's that people are shocked by Tom Cruise's performance and transformation, but you must have never seen Tropic Thunder. Many are excited to see him tackle a strange character, but let me tell you, he can do it, because what he did in Tropic Thunder as Les Grossman was phenomenal and hilarious and really helped push that movie over the edge. The mystery surrounding the film has fueled the anticipation, especially among most film fans, but I think the new trailer that just dropped really helped explain a lot more. So don't go in expecting Mission Impossible, Top Gun movie, or the traditional Tom Cruise movie. Instead, expect like a Doctor Strangelove, Les Grossman with Birdman. The results look dark and muted to help tell that story, but it's also surreal satire about a man whose ambition and ego have helped create a global catastrophe, and that's so relatable in today's world. I think it's shaping up to be one of the boldest roles of Tom. I think it's shaping up to be one of the best roles of Tom Cruise's career. So why don't you comment and let me know what you think.